Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to go over how to choose a career using astronumerics, the easiest way to do it. So I give you guys career readings and I do all this stuff for people all the time, right? So I want to give you guys a free video in respects to, let's say you couldn't afford my reading. How can you actually just figure it out for yourself using free online tools? What you would do is this, guys. It's more of just an instructional video. I don't think it's going to be that long. I always end up going 8 minutes or more anyway, but I'm going to try to condense this down to 4 to 5 minutes just because I don't think this is that difficult. Like, it's not something to emphasize or go overboard with. The first thing is that understanding astrology and numerology, you understand that I say it in my readings to you guys, astrology and numerology is the same difference as English and Spanish or English and French, right? It's the same message being conveyed using a different language, but it's the same thing being said. So when you understand that, you realize that, okay, well, astrology is trying to tell me one thing and then numerology is trying to tell me one thing. What do they have in common? The way you're going to be able to find that commonality is by knowing where to look on both sides. A lot of people get confused with different aspects and different locations of symbols in their charts and so forth, and they end up over complicating a very simple matter. This formula to develop how to make money and how to find a good career is actually very, very simplistic, and it's just, let's say, 2 things. The first one that you guys should know from me already is the numerology part of it, which is your expression number. Now, you guys are going to say, well, how do I calculate the expression number using Eastern, Western, da-da-da? I'm using Western, and what I'm saying is use Pythagorean numerology to figure out what exactly it is that you're naturally good at. From my understanding and studying of Pythagorean numerology, what I've seen is that your expression number constitutes the past life path, meaning that's the lessons that you had to learn in your past life. So when you have a karmic debt, like a 13, 14, 16, or 19 expression number, it means that even though that was your past life path, you failed it. You didn't do too well. And you wrecked it horrifically, and now you're gonna have to pay some consequences for that because now you have an expression number, a past life path you have to make up for, and you have a current life path still trying to teach you a lesson. So understanding that completely, you then realize, okay, well, I just gotta go harder than everybody else. That's me. I'm a 14/5, then I got life path 8. Gotta work hard. It is what it is. We accept it, we keep it going, and become more successful as a result of it. The more resistance is the more you're going to get stronger as a result. It's like when you go to the gym and lift weights, you get bigger muscles by lifting heavier. It is what it is. So understanding that your expression number is the gateway to a career. Your expression number, like for me, when I saw 14/5, I looked at it from an Eastern perspective and then a Western perspective. And what I learned was that the 14/5 is meant for 2 things. Fact-based communication, which is what I do here. I talk to you guys. And then speculative marketing, which is what I do for my main income, which is crypto. Right? So that it's easy. It's done. I'm able to now, I say I do stocks, crypto, whatever. Cool, done. And I have this. I was able to solidify my career 5 years ago by learning my expression number, learning the meaning of it. I knew it for 4 or 5 years before that, but I didn't understand the meaning of what it was supposed to be there for. It's the gateway to accomplishing my life path because it's your career, it's how you're supposed to live, it tells you your strengths and weaknesses. But that career aspect is so overly, I would say, just not looked upon with any relevance. People aren't really taking it in that, okay, yeah, the expression number really could be also called my career number. If my full name will tell me my destiny, what I'm supposed to be here to do. So it's so important to understand that, guys. I know I've said this in numerous videos, but I want to reiterate it. You don't even need a career reading from me. You can give it to yourself by just simply understanding that number. The next one, when we move over, is what's going to surprise you guys a bit, is the houses in Western or in Eastern astrology. So the way you figure out a career, if let's say you have an expression number and you're still not sure, you're like, yeah, I'm not really sure about that expression number, honestly. Like, am I really supposed to be doing something like that? You then can look over to your house number 10 in astrology, your midheaven, your, well, very often midheaven. People that know astrology know what I mean by I say very often. It could be different. But more often than not, that midheaven or that house 10 is going to show you what you're meant to be here to do, what your career is going to be, what your placement's going to be, what your status is going to be like. and it's governed by different signs. Like if somebody's a Scorpio, you're going to probably do like a risk-taking, taboo-ish sort of secretive career. If somebody's a Leo in house 10, means they're probably going to be entertainer. Cancer, maybe the financial industry or somebody creative as well, right? So it depends on what sign you have in that house, and then you can also judge it based off the planets that are in that said house 10 specifically. If you have no planets there, don't worry about it. Look at the governing sign. I hate when you guys come and be like, I have nothing in my 10th. I'm like, you have a sign in your 10th. You're not focusing what I'm saying. You have a sign in your 10th house, and then you can have accompanying planets as well. But the first thing you want to look at is, what is the sign in your 10th house? Is it Gemini like me? Look how my one relates. If you Google or put on ChatGPT, Gemini in house 10, what does that mean? It's going to say, this person does very well with technological markets, internet, public figure. What do? YouTube, and I use technology via crypto. They matched completely. It was symmetrical. And the same goes for all of you. If you look at what your expression number is in Pythagorean, meaning your full name at birth, I don't care if there's a typo on your birth certificate, your full name at birth, and then you look at your house number 10, you're going to see that they're both telling you the same exact thing. Not house 6, not house 2, house 10 for the career. Your placement is for career. House 2 is about lucky money. House 8 is about hidden money. House 6 is about how you learn about money. House 10 is your career. So how you're going to learn about career is via house 10, and then through the expression number. That is it. Screw your life path, screw your birth number for a sec, screw your sun sign, screw your moon sign. Worry only about this when you're focusing with the lens of what should I do for a career. Because if you do things that are under that energy, it's going to be easier to make money with it in comparison to other things. From YouTube and crypto, I've loved them both the entire time since I started to finish. I did other businesses before that I didn't like, and I didn't even get any results from them working harder. So the reason I'm telling this to you guys is because you can actually work a lot less and make more if you're doing things that are within your energy. Then if you accompany that with the other knowledge, if you're watching my channel for a while, you're wearing your lucky colors, you're wearing your lucky gems, you're doing things on your lucky days, lucky years, you're then gonna have that much more results. Then if, God forbid, you're even following your transit report for when to start a business, you're gone, it's over. Like, it's just, things will be easy for you. So that's what you guys got to start to break down, is breaking this thing down to a science, turning into cheat codes, turning this into glitches, and getting things done and seeing the fruits of your labor. The way you do that, for the sake of this video, I want everybody that watches this, look at your expression number, look at your house 10, and see what's alike about them. The thing that's alike about them is what you're meant to do for a career. If it's something about communication, you got to get a communication-based career. If it's about being an actor or being in a high-risk profession, then you got to make sure you figure out how to create a high-risk profession. That's just simply how it goes, guys. If you go against it, you're going to find that your life is hard because you're going against the grain. You're going against the way of the universe. When you go with it, you're going with it. So you're going with the momentum and with the tide. All right? So that does finalize my video for today, guys. If you have any questions for me, just lock it in the comment section. Aside from that, like, subscribe. Holla at me for today, guys. Peace.